Let's go to Engineer, guys. You know, we're getting through it. We've got some good pace going on here, guys. This isn't going to be a very long stream. We're fine, guys. We are fine. Not a problem, lads. Not an issue. Here we go. The explosives line for Engineer is seeing some major changes in this update. We're removing several traits which had weak or lackluster effects, such as Minesweeper, Orbital Command, and Blasting Zone, and reorganizing functionality from others like Short Fuse and Big Boomer to be more unified. The evasive Powder Keg trait has been removed and replaced with Explosive Entrance, which similarly adds damage after a dodge roll, but does so in a more controlled and modifiable way. Finally, we're updating grenade skills for better clarity in competitive modes where it can be hard to tell the difference between the different grenades during the cast time. Ah, well, I mean, I like that. That's kind of fun. They do have some quite strong effects already, actually, though, so I'm surprised they're going for that. But, yeah, there we go. Right. So, Overheat. This is the what happens if you get too much heat in Holosmith. Instead of disabling all Toolbot skills, it now adds 15 seconds to the recharge of Toolbot skills other than Photon Forge. Photon Forge remains disabled until all heat is lost. So, this is probably even harsher, right? Isn't this even a more strict, isn't this actually harsh? Even more extreme than it was before? I feel like it is, right? Because would it take you 15 seconds, or is it about the same? To you know, change the heat meme. But yeah, that is like that's a big Pepe Hands right there, dude. Feels fucking bad, man. Poor Holosmith, man. Like this is a bit I think what they've tried to do here is they've tried to make it basically the same in PvP and World versus World, but buff it in PvE, right? Okay, they've tried to buff it in PvE because you'll notice if you go down here, where is it? Where's the trait? Where's the did they? Oh yeah, Photonic Blast, it's right there. When this trait is equipped, the additional recharge penalty from Overheat is reduced from 15 seconds to 5 seconds, right? So this is what they've tried to do. Like I said, they tried to make it not as bad in PvE. And you'll see that a Holo actually gets buffed quite a lot in PvE too as well. Overcharge shot. Slowed down the animation so the shot occurs at 550 ms, up from 240. That is a massive deal. This ability is very, very powerful, and now you're going to have a lot longer to react to it. Half a second up from only a quarter of a second, right? With the projectile duration, we know the projectile mean there as well. So yeah, that's a making CC readable, especially a really long CC like overcharge shot, is a big deal. However, guys, it's worth noting that you don't get stability from Crystal Configuration Eclipse anymore on Corona Burst. So using Overcharged Shot is actually a bit of a meme right now. Like, you aren't going to be able to get this free knock, which is quite significant. Like, you're going to have to be very careful about how you use this ability, because you're going to CC yourself a lot now. Like, one of the combos you would use, right, is you would use... the Corona Burst, right? And then you can use the knock with the rifle, but that is now maybe not going to be the case. Personal battering ram. Oh no! Slow down the animations of the strike occurs at 600 ms, up from 300. Dude, no! The meme ability, my meme ability feels bad, man. What a shame, right? Oh, how unfortunate. Yeah, sword is better damage, of course, by the way, in PvE for Holo, but rifle is more fun. There you go. So Bells of Iron, yeah, again, like they're increasing the wind-up on some of these. I wonder if this is something that you'll see across the board. I did take a look, but this might be the case. I think this is really good. Adding more counterplay is really important, and I think Overcharged Shot was certainly one of the ones that can be a little bit tricky to play around, actually. Personal Battering Ram, I don't really have much experience playing against it. It's not an ability you typically see used, but who knows? Maybe it's really good. I don't know. Orbital Strike. This skill now uses a higher detail effect. The lower detail version can be viewed to allies, enemies, and spectators by checking the effect LOD option. Dude, oh, I'm excited. What does this look like? I bet it looks a bit more like the Skyhammer. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Grenade Kit. Skills have a unique warm effect based on which grenade type is made. Oh, so you can see it before the grenades are in the air. Okay, I like that. Yeah, counterplay is always good. Yeah, very, very good. Short Fuse. Short Fuse is baseline now. That's a nice buff in PvE, guys, actually. because you don't take that trait, do you? No, you don't take that trait. That is a nice buff overall. That's more fire bombs, more big old bombs, more utility as well with glue bomb, smoke bomb, and as well. So yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that. Great change. Holo is, I think Holo should always be pushing that utility, relatively lower DPS direction. Fantastic. Big thumbs up from me there. Love the design. Okay, explosives. Miner. The miner trait, they've got a new miner trait. Explosive entrance. Your first attack on entering combat explodes, damaging nearby enemies. Counts as an explosion. This ability refreshes after a dodge roll or while out of combat. This is because the previous trait was whenever you dodge, you leave a bomb. Now it's you've got to dodge, then attack. So in other words, there's more gameplay. It's not passive. It's more gameplay to it, right? Very good. And now short fuse means that hitting a foe with an explosion grants 4 seconds of fury, including your explosive entrance, right? Sounds fun. Now this is where you get to the good shit, dude. Aim-assisted rocket. Rockets are now fired on critical hits. The recharge is 3 seconds. Rockets now require the engineer to be 450 distance away from the target to fire. Ah, interesting, right? That's why it's called aim-assisted rocket. And every 5th rocket calls an orbital strike. What a fun trait. Holy shit. That sounds amazing. What a fun ability. So this is like if you're throwing grenades at people or if you're firing a rifle at someone, you're going to start firing rockets at them as well and launching orbital strikes, which is a blast finisher as well, which could be potentially useful, right? What a great trait. Oh my god. What a meme. This sounds like so much fun to play, actually. I can't wait to see the experimentation there on it, how people will go about this. And bear in mind, guys, rockets are explosions as well. So that can synergize with other traits as well. And explosive temper is a new trait. Explosions grant 20-second frosty for 10 seconds when they hit, which, by the way, is really nice for... that's a big fucking damage in PvE, guys. That's another 200 frosty for free, which is pretty damn juicy, to be honest. Juicy, juicy, juicy. And blast shield, explosive engine grants the engineer barrier. 1.5k in PvE and 314 comparative modes. Also converts 10% of power to vitality. Well, I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound very good because you're not going to use that in PvE. Well, would you use that in PvE? I mean, maybe you would actually for some kind of like solo build. But in PvP, that doesn't sound that good. I don't know. I mean, ooh, yeah. And Grandmaster, explosive engines now inflicts blind for 3 seconds and daze on foes above 90% health. That is quite an interesting effect there. Once again, that will apply to even the aim-assisted rocket, for example. Wait, no, it would. No. I thought that said explosions. No, it's just the on-dodge thing. So you can dodge in combat and then apply another blind with explosives, right? That is pretty fucking juicy, dude. That is very, very spicy indeed. And the daze as well is quite handy for kind of getting the jump on someone. The daze probably isn't crazy relevant, but I love the roleplay, like the flashbang. You know, it's getting me back to my Command and Conquer Generals days, dude. You know, I like it. That is some good stuff there. That is some good stuff. Fun, really fun changes to explosives. Explosive has been a trait line that does actually struggle a little bit. So let's see if that actually is less the case after the patch. Also, why is my text being cut off there? Oops. There we go. Shrapnel is the same. And Big Boomer. Big Boomer, guys. All right, any boomers here in the chat? Any boomers in the chat, my friends? But yeah, increases the strike damage against 10%. Like 10% against foes with lower health percentage than the engine. That's basically always in PvE, by the way. Additionally, causes hitting with explosion skills to heal the engineer over 3 seconds. Dude, this is actually such a powerful trait, by the way, in PvE. Oh my god. That is so much sustain, actually, just from a PvE LA perspective. And so much more damage. Oh my god. So much DPS. This is crazy. Oh my god. Engie is going to be popping off. Finally, dude. The Engie's Holo has been downtrodden in PvE for so long. This is going to be fat, dude. You're going to do so much DPS. Holy shit. Because previously you would just take, I think you took Shrapnel, and honestly, that wasn't very good, okay? But this is pretty good. And that means every explosion is going to keep you healing up the entire time, right? Which is really, really good there. But yeah, this is a strong trait. Holo is back in the mix, dude. Holo is back. after that one. That is a significantly nice change. All right, here we go. Next changes, though, guys. Now we got to talk about the PvP stuff. So, Holosmith, damage is down. Honestly, that's fine, though. Everything is getting nerfed. Weapons, rifle, that shit's down. Damage is down. Cooldown is up a little bit, so you can't immobilize. Honestly, 9-second cooldown? Weird. 10-second? Yes. Easy. Overcharge shot. Oh, that actually is pretty easy. It doesn't do damage anymore, right? Because this ability hits pretty damn hard, to be frank, actually. Rifle has a very high weapon strength, overall, which is why it kind of dealt a lot of damage too there. But yeah, wow. And more cooldown. Rifle has always had some weird cooldowns, hasn't it, right? It's always like 9-second cooldown, 14-second cooldown, 18-second cooldown, but now it's all getting nice and rounded. And they're getting nerfed, right? So kind of reduce the spam. Right there is a little bit there as well. Blunderbuss cooldown going up too as well. Actually, surprisingly there. But yeah, wow. And they're making you want to use it a lot more like how it's intended, right? Like up close. So when you use it far, it will do very little damage. When you use close, you can actually get some big sauce there as well, still, with some pretty decent damage. But yeah, seems like some pretty solid changes to rifle there as well. The one to definitely watch out for is this one in PvP. Overcharge shot dealing no damage. That's a pretty big deal, actually, because this ability, like I said, did hit hard. That's quite a significant nerf, actually. All this other stuff is just in line with everything else. This change, however, is very much a nerf there. Pistol. Damage is down. Poison duration going up. Actually, they want you to... I think, pistol has been a weapon that doesn't really see a lot of play, actually, in PvP, at least. Condi NG, boys? Is Condi NG coming into the mix? Probably not, but we'll see, right? Blowtorch. Did they increase the damage? Did they increase some burning? No, they actually reduced the amount of burn stacks you can buy. Only 2 stacks? And more... Oh, no. Cancel that, guys. Cancel that. Guys, we're on the PvP changes now, guys, okay? We're on the PvP changes. The other stuff was global. This is PvP. Okay, so don't worry. So, scrapper stuff now. Hammer. Damage is down, might is down, and vulnerability is down there as well. Electro World, wow. This actually, if guys, do you guys know Twitch.tv Angels? Scrapper actually hits quite hard. So this, you might see this as a little bit harsh, and honestly, is it? Yeah. No, this isn't that harsh, is it? Like, it actually does a lot of damage. Like, Electro Whirl and Rocket Charge can really fuck you up. So reducing the damage on these, I think, is actually probably okay. I mean, Scrapper isn't really playable right now because of just the way the meta is. It doesn't. It cannot compete. But Electro will actually does a lot of damage. You will see Angels actually at wreck face if he connects here. If he's able to connect, he can do a shit ton of damage with this ability. So that's why this one's being nerfed more than the others. Rocket Charge again. Rocket Charge is getting hit maybe a little bit harder than other skills again because it's a mobility skill. They want you to use it as a mobility skill, and actually ends up being a CC skill as well, right? Because you use it through Thunderclap. And you get dazing strikes as well. So yeah, there you go. I think that nothing untoward there with Hammer. I think maybe they could go a little easy on Scrapper, to be honest, because it is one of the classes that really doesn't see a lot of play right now. So, Sword Auto Attack, Jane. Damage down significantly there as well. Yep, definitely down significantly. And vulnerability. You're not going to get passive vulnerability. You see this here as well. Just less passive vuln right across the bat there as well. And, wow, quickness is down from 2 to 1 seconds. This is actually more significant because you see they did the same thing here on the bonus heat. So you get a lot less quickness uptime there as well. All right, let us continue. Dude, holy shit, we've got so many abilities. It's like all of them. I'm not going to... Guys, I'm going to be dead by the end of this. This is crazy. Right. Heal skills. Static Shock, AD Toolbutt, doesn't do any damage anymore. Yep, it's a CC. It's not allowed. Oh, no! The big bop, guys. Healing Turret has been slain, my friends. Oh, my goodness. Okay, look what we have here. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Increase cooldown from 20 to 30 seconds. Oh! Red drink warm tea with honey, or your voice will be dead by the end. Oh, well, I have water. Okay, don't worry, I'll be fine. I will be fine. But yeah, that is a big ouch, dude. That is a big ouch. However, Healing Turret is an incredibly powerful ability. So you know what? I'm going to have to say it, guys. You know, it deserves it. I'm sorry, Healing Turret. You deserve it. And it will still be a good choice because damage is going down, sustain is going down. It's all good. Med Blaster, it heals less now. This is you know what's kind of funny, guys? This is like one of the only heal Scrapper nerfs, actually, in World versus World. Scrapper is going to be degenerate. When I saw people saying that there's going to be like a Condi meta in World versus World, and I thought, have you guys forgotten that Scrapper exists? So, yeah. Yeah, there you go. That is that is what it is, right? Yeah. So I think healing turret is still going to be really, really good. And honestly, medkit will be as well, right? Like medkit is still going to be very, very strong in World versus World. So yeah, nothing really happened for Scrapper in World versus World. It's going to be very, very strong indeed. There you go. Medic Gyro. Increase the cooldown from 20 to 30 seconds. Reduce the pulse heal. Wow, they did not like this ability. They don't want you using this. Reduce the pulse heal from 0.6 to 0.25. Oh my god. Reduce the initial heal coefficient from 0.7 to 0.2. Holy shit. That is a big oof right there, actually. That is a big slap. A slap in the chops for Medic Gyro. My goodness, I'm not sure that really deserved that. Reconstruction field, reduce protection duration from 2 seconds to 1 second. This pulses a few times, so it gives you some protection. AoE as well, which is something else. And what you typically do is you use this in combination with anti-corrosion plating and purity of purpose to cleanse conditions AoE, which can be quite a powerful effect, actually. But it didn't really see a lot of play anyway, but this is kind of like just to keep it in line with everything else, really, I guess, right? And then Coolant Blast. Cooldown is up from 20 to 25 seconds. Now, Coolant Blast is one of those abilities that really never really saw a crazy amount of play, to be honest, right? You know, it didn't really ever see a lot of play. I think people experimented with it a little bit, but it hasn't really seen a lot of play. Like, it has quite an interesting tool belt skill, where it will remove a lot of conditions, like a hell of a lot of conditions, but it will actually, fun ability, it's a bit like a Necromancer skill, it will self-burn you for every condition that you remove here as well, which is, you know, quite silly, actually, but yeah, it is, it's a good meme right there. Yeah, the music is really, it is not good. Okay, but now it is gone. Yeah, Cauterize is certainly a fun ability meme there as well. Now the cooldown on this is going up. Not as much as everything else, though, to be fair there, as well as Healing Turret. But, I don't know, wait. Am I crazy, guys? I feel like Healing Turret is still going to be, like, kind of the go-to option. The Water Field, very, very powerful there as well on the Tool Belt skill to leap through that for additional healing. Blasting the Water Field there as well. Strong Condition Cleanse as well. Even AoE team support on Healing Turret. It seems to be still, you know, it will be the option. It's just been kept in line with all the other nerfs there. Maybe it's a little bit harsh. Maybe they could have maybe made it 25 seconds instead of 30 seconds. But this is still, it's still a good ability. It always has been. But there we go. All right, utility. Big old bomb. Power cove. Oh, and this is, okay, oof, only in PvP. But wow, dude, look at that. What did Bomb Kit ever do to us in PvP, man? Holy shit. Like, a lot of these changes are quite, they are quite... they just do it to keep it in line with everything else, right? Even though Bomb Kit doesn't really see play in PvP, they're still like, yeah, fuck you. You're a CC. You don't get to do damage anymore, right? It's like they're future-proofing it just in case Bomb Kit becomes good. So yeah, ha! We did it ahead of time. No problemo, right? Grenade Barrage is going down. Dude, I think they want to see a Grenadier NG because they have not nerfed that by as much as you might think, dude. They want Grenadier NG to happen, man. Holy shit. That's quite spicy. With the explosives rework, I'm ready, dude. I'm ready for the memes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Super Elixir gone 5. Healing is down a little bit there, and the pulse healing is coefficient is halved as well. Oof. Ouch. But then again, healing's nerfed. It's fine. Magnet. Cooldown is up 25 seconds on the pull. Oh, dude. Fucking, what is it? What are they called? AMX? They're not going to have to com focus as well now. Unlucky, dude. Feels bad, man. Literally a big bomb. Was it not damage? Well, dude, it's purity of purpose, Nico. Purity of purpose. Elixir B. Boon duration's halved, and the cooldown is down by 40,000 30. Now, Elixir B actually did see some play. I've seen some Holosmiths play this actually. I think you're using this with HGH and stuff like that for loads of extra boons and cooldown reduction there as well. Now, in a way, this might kind of work out kind of okay because you can use it more often, and on top of that, the duration probably was not too horrible, actually, even now, right? Like, you can use HGH to buff that up, and then you can go crazy and kind of go ham in a temporary setting there with Elixir B, too. And Elixir B, they reduce the might on the tool belt throw, but you still got the stability there as well, which is quite useful. This is actually a fun fact. This is look, guys, I'm not even joking, right? Like, a lot of the elitists are not gonna like this, but I actually view this ability as quite fucking strong in PvE. Actually, like, look how good this ability is, dude. 3 stacks of stab, fury, might, retell, or swiftness. Like, what a good ability! Like, AOE stab. Oh man, what a good ability! Holy shit, spicy as hell. Elixir S, this is a big nerf. Stealth duration down from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Now, I kind of wish that Thief had got the anti-stealth treatment, but as you'll see when we get there, it doesn't really. It has a little bit because of initiative increases, but still, like, wow. Elixir S, quite an important tool here of the engineer to escape. Not anymore, dude. Well, it's still going to be good, and Elixir S is very, very powerful indeed, right? But still, it's a big meme right there. So it's good stuff. Elixir S has now been reduced. Personal battering ram. Reduced the power coefficient from 1.25 to 0.01. Reduced the ammo recharge to compensate for that. But now it's no more of a CC. Now it's more of a CC thing. No damage. Standard. Same thing with launch personal battering ram. Power coefficient is down. Seems good. Rocket boots. Less power. Yep, it's mobility. See, purity of purpose, boys. Super speed down on slick shoes. Oh, reduced super speed duration from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Man, brutal. Throw mine, dude. One of the Mystic build's meme abilities on throw mine. No, look at that. Power coefficient of 2 to 0.01. Oh, no. It removes 3 boons, though, which is something. 3 boons. I like it. I like that shit. That's good. That's some good energy. So you got some good boon rip now. I mean, why does a mine remove boons? Okay? Explain that to me, dude. Explain that to me. I mean, I can't explain it, but there you go. Minefield. Boon rip NG meta. Yeah, I don't think so. And there's the minefield from the throw mine. The damage is down there as well. Again, doesn't really see play. Surprise shot, which is the rifle turret tool belt is down 1.0 to 0.5. Again, doesn't really see a lot of play, but damn. They don't like the instant stuff, right? They don't like the instant cast damage going down. Wait, rocket turret. Wait, what? Overcharge power coefficient from 2.75 to 0.1. Holy shit. That is a little... I mean... I love this. They are like throwing abilities that no one uses completely in the dumpster. Like, static discharge builds. Yeah, that kind of sucks, right? You don't get that surprise big burst anymore with the surprise shot. But I think they don't like builds like that. Like Arena don't like fresh air. They don't like static discharge, right? They kind of want to get rid of that sort of thing. But there you go. They are keeping it consistent. Yeah, they're keeping it consistent, man. Yeah. I like it. Unwavering consistency coming out from CMC here, boys. Thumper tool. Yep, so that's down. This is like the Thumper turret one. That's gone now as well. Blast gyro gets nerfed, but you do get a really short cooldown, 20-second cooldown on blast gyro now. To be fair, actually, bypass coating, which is AOE super speed on blast gyro, cooldowns up. Again, they want less access on that. Defense field, 40-second on bulwark gyro. Actually, wow, that's quite significant. That is the projectile block, bubble, and it gives AOE stab as well. I believe. I think so. I'm just gonna check just to make sure. Just to make a little bit sure of that. Yep, there we go. It gives AoE stab too, which is quite powerful, guys. It's quite a powerful effect. Wolvers will now use the PvP version of Spectrum Shield. Ooh, 25% instead of 50%. Okay. Reduce recharge. Yep. Hard Light Arena. Reduce the field. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Reduce the field duration from 8 seconds to 4 seconds. Reduce the bonus field duration from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Reduce cooldown from 45 seconds to 30 seconds. Okay, yeah, I see what they... Okay, I was going to say, that sounds very, very fucking harsh, actually. Like, really harsh. But that is considerably less so, actually. Yeah, that's considerably less harsh now. Because of that significant cooldown reduction there as well. Harsh light arena indeed. That is still quite a strong nerf, to be fair, because you've gone down from a maximum duration of 12 seconds. You're going down to only 6 seconds, so it's a 50% reduction there. But it is still a very, very powerful effect. This was a very strong ability, right? Previously, because you again, you would use this with protection, with anti-corrosion plating. Boom. That's a hell of a lot of conditions removed. And now it's on 30-second cooldown. So they've reduced the cooldown by 33% and the durations by 50%. So it's kind of a nerf, but honestly, this might end up being slightly more usable in a way, because the reduced cooldown will, you'll be able to use it more often and therefore use it to cleanse more conditions at more times, right? As opposed to, less frequently, right? Because how often are you under that kind of level of sustained pressure for like that long? Like, being able to use it more often might end up actually being better there. To be honest, I think in a lot of ways there. Yeah, I think that's big value. Big value there. Prismatic Singularity, which is the pull on Hard Light Arena. Cooldown reduction by 30 as well, going down to 35 seconds. Quite a powerful ability, actually. That is quite a strong ability. Prot Holo, he's getting away scot-free here, my friends. There you go. And Photon Wall. Ooh, wow. Damage is going down a lot on the Tool Belt skill and on the Photon Wall ability right off the bat there as well. And this is quite a key ability on Holosmith in general, actually. This block is very, very powerful indeed. But then again, it wants to be just a block. Now it is going to be more of just a block. Like, the coefficient's going down significantly there as well. So yeah, like, Holo has got some nerfs here as well. But again, nothing particularly untoward over in terms of abilities. All right, so now let's get the traits done here. We got to try and pick up the pace, boys. We got to get some pace going here. Okay, Sharpshooter, bleeding duration from 3 seconds to 1 second. Yeah, this is another trait that I don't think ArenaNet, they don't like this kind of trait in general. They want a lot of your, like, the on crit traits. I don't think they like them that much. They want to reduce the effectiveness considerably, at least in PvP. In PvE, it's obviously fine, but in PvP, they want these to be not quite as good. You can see that on the left-hand side. Over here, right, guys? You can see that over there. But yeah, Serrated Steel or Bleed Duration. Ooh, that is going down. That is going down from 33% to 15%. Again, expertise. Fuck expertise. Get that out of here, dude. Okay. Supply Crate. Reduce the power coefficient from 1.0 to 0.01. Increase the stun duration from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Reduce the cooldown from 120 seconds to 90 seconds. Dude, if you get hit by that, you're actually going to get fucked. 3-second AoE stun? Supply Crate meta? Is this it? Sneak Gyro. PvP will now use the Wolves version of the skill. 6-second cooldown. Okay. Wow. That's actually kind of... That's a big Pepe hands, dude. Prime Light Beam. Reduce the power coefficient from 3.0 to 0.01. Reduce the cooldown from 6 seconds to 40 seconds. That might be a little harsh. It is an elite skill. They want it to be a CC oriented thing. You really lock down people with the CC, but you charge up. This is a long cast time elite skill laser beam. That is quite extreme to make it do absolutely no damage, to be honest. You're literally just, like, oh yeah, tickle. Maybe it should do a little bit of damage. I mean, I don't have a problem with it just doing no damage rate. It's kind of like Rampage, right? But I fear that this will just, like, make NGs not want to really use this. Like, you might see people just going for the elixir instead, right? Like, because think about it, right? I guess this is a really short cooldown now, so you can use it a lot. But stuff like Tornado and Rampage are both quite useful as well. I don't know, I think it might make you think about it, right? Like, when it comes to using abilities. Like, you already did though, right? Like, some people played Prime Light Beam, some people played the Elixir. I don't know, I think maybe it's a little harsher to do no damage whatsoever. The cooldown reduction is a nice compensation though, and it is a strong CC, like a knockback is a quite strong CC right off the bat there. But then again, it is an elite skill with a long wind up, so I think it is okay for it to do a little bit of damage, right? Like, honestly, I think to really make this truly fair, they'd have to reduce the cast time a little bit as well, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think this is maybe a little harsh to poor old Prime Light Beam there as well. I understand what they're trying to do there to kind of keep it purity of purpose, because it is an elite, to be fair. Oh shit, I didn't say anything about Prime Light Beam. I forgot the elite skills. Dude, never mind. Okay, elite skills, who needs them? Who needs that shit? Sorry guys, I'm a little tired, so a little bit full of cold. Unlucky. I'm just going to do Firearms, then we'll go back and do elite skills. Thermal Vision, again, expertise, that's gone. Juggernaut, might duration is down to 6 things, so a lot less. Dude, can't you get like 15 might literally AFK right now in Juggernaut or something like that? And you get bonus might duration as well, so yeah, reduced there. So yeah, that's pretty rip. That's kind of fun. And incendiary powder. Wow. Dude, I thought they... Con the NG. Oh my god, it's getting annihilated here. What the fuck? Less burning duration on the active proc of incendiary powder, which is like whenever you get a crit. And less burning duration. Oh my god, it's getting... Oh, they're slaughtering him, boys. Oh my goodness. Absolute savagery here from the Firearms trait line. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. That might be a little harsh. Okay. Inventions. Experimental turrets, bunker down, medical dispersion field. Oh, this is actually the only important one here. Like, this stuff is like, oh, Pepe hands, yeah. Oh, wow, you know, your sustain got nerfed a little bit, but who cares, right? Medical dispersion field, though, wow. Reduce the heal share percentage from 50% to 25%. This is actually really relevant in World versus World. Probably not really relevant to bash heal NG too much, but damn, this is a lot of healing removed there as well. And yeah, heal scrap, one of the few things that kind of happened to heal scrapper there. But let me tell you guys, heal scrapper fucking deserves it. It's a degen build, so good change. Alchemy, heal scrapper is still really good, by the way, just to make sure. It's real good. It's honestly one of the builds that kind of slipped through the net here, as far as I'm aware. In World vs. World anyway, of stuff that didn't really get slapped. World vs. World in general is kind of a running theme. Probably didn't get nerfed quite enough. That's just my humble opinion. Hey, but there you go. Well, you know, we'll talk about it. All right, Hidden Flask. Reduce boon durations from 8 seconds to 4 seconds. So this is like the free elixir B you pop, I believe, right? I think. Yep, it is. And now it really is lesser, only 4 seconds. I think ArenaNet will eventually rework all these passive traits. I don't think they like them. Even these ones, I don't think they like. And I think you'll see Hidden Flask eventually reworked. It's still not. It's, you know, it's better than a punch in the mouth, isn't it, right? But it's, you know, it's not amazing. 4 seconds really isn't very good at all. Compounding chemicals, massive reduction in free boon duration as well, and that will of course affect the 4 seconds there as well, right? So, you know, it spirals out of control there as well. All these things kind of stack up, right? And that's a big nerf there as well. That's a significant change. 240 boon duration. Is over 10%. It's 15% boon duration, pretty much, right? 14% boon duration, and it's a pretty big nerf, because it's even more than that. Actually, it's more than that. It's like 17% boon duration. My goodness, 16% boon duration rather, and down to only 5%, which is. That's a big nerf right there. But then again, it is only in PvP in Wolves World. And in Wolves World, it doesn't matter, because you just stack loads of boon duration with Minstrel gear anyway. But still, it is an oof. Invigorating speed. Increase the internal cooldown from 5 seconds to 10-second cooldown. Wow. That is... And projection injection as well. Increase the internal cooldown to 20-30 seconds. Again, they don't like the passive. They don't like the on-CC stuff. They're giving it a bit of a slap. But this is actually a big deal. This, like, significantly reduces vigor uptime if you're taking Alchemy. Because right now it's basically permanent, right? Like, you can, if you apply swiftness, you get permanent vigor. Less so now. Vigor is a very, very powerful boon, and I think you know, its uptime needs to be very, very careful. Actually, you got to be careful on the uptime of vigor. It's a very, very powerful effect. So yeah, I think it's good that it becomes a little bit more special. Invigorating speed, though, I think right now doesn't really see a terrible. I mean, amount of... Oh wait, no, that's not true. No, you do play Alchemy right now, actually. So yeah, you know, you'll still see play, but it is a good change to see that nerfed. Too much dodging, it's not good, guys. You don't want to see that shit. Okay, get it the fuck out of here. No people vigor feels good, man. It does feel good, man. No less evade spam feels amazing, man. Okay. Protection Injection. Increase the internal cooldown from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Again, just less passive stuff in the game. It's not like the most godlike trait ever, to be honest. But yeah, I think they're just looking to nerf these passive traits in general, so that makes sense. Health Insurance. Reduce the outgoing healing bonus from 20% to 7%. Ooh, and this is something that you will see across a lot of other changes as well, guys. They are removing a lot of these modifiers for healing as well. Guardian gets a bit of a wallop, as you'll see later on there. And Comeback Cure, oh my god, what a nerf there. This trait is actually kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, you get Omega Regen with Comeback Cure. It's like permanent forever. So yeah, this is actually a little bit better in my opinion in terms of design. Like, it's a really weird trait with how much condition spam there is. But you know, now there will be less. So honestly, this is still pretty good, actually. Still quite strong overall. But to be honest, I never really liked that trait this much because regen is so easy to get, in my opinion. I never really liked this trait anyway to begin with, so I don't think it's really going to be missed. Emergency Elixir. Increase the internal cooldown from 40 seconds to 60 seconds. Again, they want to delete this trait again. They want to get rid of this. This is like the free Elixir, the barrier you get instead of the Elixir S. You get this free barrier and protection when you get struck below 33% health, as you can see here. I think ArenaNet want to delete that as well. They made it considerably worse. I think it's probably, for Holo, it's probably the option you're going to take anyway. I don't really see anything else better. Over those two, but still, yeah, eventually it's going to get removed at some point and replaced with something else. HGH, you now don't might duration is from 2 stacks for 15 to 3 stacks to 6. Yeah, so that is quite a significant slap actually. But again, this is the way they want you to play the game. They want you to buff up and then strike and then go crazy, right? So yeah, that's a good change, to be honest, in terms of the design of the game, like the way they want to push the game there as well. And honestly, it's still going to be a pretty solid trait either way. But on the other hand, it is worth noting that, you know, a lot of the time, it's got some really stiff competition here as well, like Iron-Blooded here as well. This is a trait that will make you very, very, very tanky on certain builds here as well. So you're going to start, it's already prevalent already. And HGH, you know, they just want it to be a bit more of a purity of purpose thing there as well. It's a very strong trait, but now it's going to have some stiff competition there as well. Short window, higher spike. Exactly what they want it to be like. But yeah, in general, the Alchemy trait line kind of remains relatively intact. Actually, you still have stuff like Iron-Blooded, and yeah, Invigorating Speed is nerfed a little bit, but actually this is still surprisingly good, right? Like 50% vigor uptime, especially stuff like Holo, where you can use Holo Forge to get swiftness on your number 2 skill on Holo Leap, is actually still quite good, right? So I wouldn't sweat it too much, guys, for this trait line there as well. But yeah, you go. Purity of Purpose, they just reduce the boon duration in more or less in half on everything. Very good. This trait is actually broken, guys. Like, this is one of the most broken traits ever. This is like a world versus world oriented change here as well. This trait is disgusting. The fact that it's nerfed, it pleases me. And honestly, Heal Scrapper is still going to be amazing because, like, this is, like, it has amazing cleanse, right? Like, cleansing is really good on Heal Scrapper. This was, like, the fact that this trait even exists is fucking crazy, right? Like, it's so good. Purity of Purpose, absolutely insane. Yeah, with no ICD, exactly. It's absolute madness how good this ability truly is. So yeah, this is still amazing for World versus World. Right, its name is also a meme. Yeah, it is a meme, but you know, I like memes, so that's good. All right, tools. Static Discharge, nerfed. Boom, because I don't like instant burst memes, okay? But it honestly didn't even get nerfed that much. But then again, a lot of other stuff with static discharge did get nerfed, so there you go, right? Power Wrench. Reduce the cooldown reduction from 33% to 20%. Reduce the elite skill recharge from 3 seconds to 1 second. Wow! That's quite harsh, isn't it? That trait did see some play, actually, a little bit. But I think I guess they want you to not use Prime Light Beam as much if you're playing this sort of here. Because think about it, right? Imagine if every time you evade, right? Every time you evade, you would you'd start resetting your elite skill. That means you dodge, you do get like a few evades, and then oh no, when you dodge, actually, not even when you evade. That is like big degeneracy, dude. You know, big degeneracy. So I love Purity of Purpose on Holo. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a fucking good trait, dude. But yeah, this is quite spicy here. because, you know, you could dodge 10 times and you get your elite skill back. So that's why they're nerfing that, to keep that in line with that. I think just taking down the power level in general a little bit there as well. And most, and this is to keep it in line with other recharge traits as well. They're usually 20%, but not anymore. Now, you know, now it's all 20% instead of being 33%. Makes sense. Lock on. Reduce fear duration from 5 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Adjusted the vulnerability from 10 stacks for 8 seconds to 5 stacks for 6 seconds. Wow, they thought this trait was too good. It was simply too powerful, my friends. It has been nerferinoed pretty hard, actually. Wow, poor Lock-On. Getting the big slap there as well. You know, this was like kind of like an interesting kind of an interesting little tech meme here as well, right? Like you use this to reveal people by whacking them in stealth as well. This is one of the interesting abilities, right? Like, you know, if you hit someone while they're in stealth, you reveal them, and if you CC them, you also reveal them as well, and you'll still be applying vulnerability and revealing, and the reveal is kind of the important thing here as well. It's like a pretty good counter to stealth using lock on there as well. So, but you know, like losing that vulnerability, like halving the vulnerability is actually really significant. That's a pretty damn big nerf there as well to that. But it does still have some very, very strong components there as well. And again, it's more like, you know, burst them. You've got the fury now. You're angry. Hit them. Easy. Takedown round. Reduce the power coefficient from 2.0 to 0.5. Again, they want to remove a lot of damage from traits and passive effects, I think, and kind of make it so like you have to use your abilities to do that. But wow, that is quite an interesting meme. But this is such a weird ability, dude, right? Like whenever you hit them, you you like put a bomb on them. You're like, oh yeah, take this bomb. Then they explode in a little bit there. It's a weird ability, actually, this takedown, right? It's a fun one. And here is the change that I think a lot of people were expecting on Holo. Quickness duration getting nerfed on kinetic battery there, down from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. Like the quickness uptime on Holo is something that has needed to be done for a really, really long time, I think. And well, I don't know what happened to Elixir U. Maybe Elixir U also suffered the consequences. But no, it didn't actually, did it? So yeah, and you'll still have some quickness there, but it will be kind of more active, right, as opposed to passive accumulating there as well. So yeah, this is a good change. Like the quickness uptime was certainly, you know, it's pretty good, guys. You know, it's pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. It is some big value right there. So yeah, good changes overall there, I think. And then Scrapper, super speed, dude, like they're reducing super speed as well as all the other boons as well. From 5 seconds to 3 seconds, way less speedy now as well. So yeah, and this is what you start to see, that, you know, even though like some of this stuff is maybe not strictly relevant, reducing mobility is really, really important. Like slowing down the game a little bit is absolutely essential to fixing PvP, right? So yeah, you know, this might seem a little bit harsh, but it all does make sense there as well. Mass momentum, less stability uptime there as well. And, you know, it's still good though to get some stuff off the hammer traits there as well. So you know, it's not exactly the most horrible thing ever, right there as well, right? So there you go. You know, you still got that stability, but you know, it's only when you apply the. It's actually not the hammer trait anymore, is it? It's when you use the function gyro. But I don't know. I mean, the function gyro is a bit of a weird spot right now. I feel like Scrapper is one of the classes that you're going to see tuned up a little bit and adjusted. Then again, maybe with less damage, like the Scrapper can actually survive a little bit better there. I don't know. That's going to be good. And then expert examination, weakness is down in duration as well. Yeah, that seems to be something that it seems to be fairly uniform as well. And then Holosmith, ooh, reduce the base heal per stack from 49 to 39. Oh, that sustain on Holo, man, taking a bit of a hit there, in line with all the other healing as well. Like with the healing turret nerf, that is quite unfortunate for Holosmith, but it's less fortunate for Holosmith. Less unfortunate because, like I said, everything is getting nerfed. So this is more like something that kind of needs to be done there as well. To kind of kept in line there. On thermal release valve, they reduced the power to 0.1 and the burning duration. Wow, like this ability is literally dodge and you lose heat now. Okay, it doesn't do anything else. Like what? Poor old thermal release valve, man. Oh my goodness. They are eradicating it, dude. They are just destroying it. I think in PvP, they want you to use the enhanced capacity storage unit. because that hasn't been changed. This has already seen some experimentation, actually, on certain holo builds, particularly the prot holo builds with sword, I believe, actually. So I think you're going to end up seeing some enhanced capacity storage unit memes coming forwards into the next... into the next patch, perhaps. I think I'm not sure how holo players feel about that. I think holo players might not like it. I think they like the dodge trait there as well, especially seeing as because of course you use that to proc your heat therapy as well, right? Like venting the exhaust means you get the big heals coming out of that as well. But I don't know. I think this trait might be somewhat less of the default option now as well, especially seeing as people have already started thinking about using this. So it gives you a lot more damage, makes your sword abilities have some really, really spicy usages, and gives you loads of might there as well. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting times that we live in, my friends. Interesting times indeed. Okay, let us continue. Oh, wait, no, dude, that's it for NG. NG, I think, has been toned down appropriately. I don't think there's anything particularly absurd here as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, with the Corona change, I think you might see a lot more of the prot holo about the place, to be honest, over the rifle thing. Because that means it's going to be kind of difficult to really get good utilization out of... the rifle for now. You're gonna have a lot less stability around all over the place there as well, but we'll have to see how this one develops. Maybe you just kind of take it on the chin and get CC'd, and then boom, there you go, because your CC is less than theirs, right? So it is value to a certain extent. But yeah, well,